Hey there, everybody. My name is Broseppi, and welcome to a game some of you may or may not have heard about. It's called Depression Quest, text-based adventure, quote-unquote, about living with depression. And it's something that many people have experience with. I personally have some experience with this, and I did play it. You can get it on Steam now. It's a free-to-play game. It's been greenlit and whatever, just like fucking everything else. But I did play it originally online, and I'm not gonna lie, it was boring as hell. I stopped reading after a while. But right now, this game is getting a lot of drama and a lot of attention because of one of the developers, Zoe Quinn. Now, I don't know if this is true or if this is just a bunch of bullshit, but people are talking about how she literally got in bed with some video game reporters, GameSpot, I forget where else, I didn't really read. Because, honestly, I don't want to read. It's just so confusing and it's so... I just can't separate the rumor from the fact and the outrageous bullshit from the truth. But people are saying she slept with some reporters. Reporters gave her a good review. It's probably dishonest. It's unethical. Blah blah blah. I mean, these like video game media outlets have I've heard that like developers pay them for good reviews. Blah blah blah. And it's like it's kind of crooked. Take everything with a grain of salt. But right now the internet is like blown up on this girl, this developer, for I don't know, just being unethical and dishonest. Apparently she's censored some reviewers because they didn't like her game, her adventure, her baby, her child. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this objectively. I'm not gonna take into mind any of the weird drama bullshit that's going on the internet. I'm just gonna play this game. Depression Quest is a game that deals with living depression in a very literal way. The game is not meant to be fun or lighthearted. If you're suffering from illness and are easily triggered, please be aware that this game uses dark depictions of people in very dark places. If you're suicidal, please stop playing this game or watching my video, and visit this link to talk to somebody. I should probably post the suicide hotline in the description. Game is twofold. We want to illustrate as clearly as possible what depression is like, understood by people without depression. Hopefully this can be something to spread awareness and fight against the social stigma and misunderstandings that depression sufferers face. And I just want to say right off the bat, that's a noble goal. I mean, it is kind of misrepresented in society today, here in America at least. Whatever, thank you for playing. Game uses audio as part of the experience. Just, so far, piano music. Begin. It is early on a Monday morning. You're a mid-20s human being. You have a significant other named Alex, whom you are rather fond of. Let's see what happens if you click on Alex. You met Alex through a mutual friend a few months back. Two of you hit it off pretty well the first night, and after a series of initially awkward dates, you finally became a couple. He's 3 months younger than us, and student, a part-time job. See, this is the thing, it's just a whole lot of reading. And I mean, like, people have been arguing like, oh, this isn't a game. And we can argue, like, the definition of a game. I guess, I mean, this is kind of what games were back then. Like, when you talk about games like Zork, it's just text-based. So I guess this could be a game. The rest of your social circle contains a variety of friends. Social circles, several paragraphs long. Yeah, this is the point. One click in where I got bored. My day job is a little boring. I press the page up button. Great. Alright. I spend a lot of nights fixating and thinking on what? Oh, motivation issues. Yeah, I don't want to do shit when I'm depressed. It's an unseasonably warm Wednesday evening. Spend several hours at work. Past week, we found your job motivation flagging. More so than usual. You've been in a fog practically all day. Simply going through the motions without realizing even what you're doing half the time, and yet seem to be moving... What? And yet time seemed to be moving at half speed. You're so checked out that when your boss approaches you to tell you that it's dead, what? You can go home... What's dead? What? Oh, work is dead. I'm sorry, I'm illiterate. Alright, here's my choice. Okay, so I'm home. I feel a strong desire to simply hide in bed. Oh, Hirka, this is my status. I'm currently not seeing a therapist. I should probably see a therapist. I should probably take some meds. Okay. Alright. I can't order food because I'm depressed. I can reluctantly sit down and try to make myself do something. Turn on the TV. I'll turn on the TV. Crawl into bed. I don't want to give up. Netflix! Just a half hour of TV. Let's see. Self-imposed time limit creeps ever nearer. I'm more and more anxious. Yeah, I feel that. I hate time limits. Stand up, walk to the fridge. I'll just make a quick sandwich. Hey, you're doing something. Alright. Still early, uh-huh. Alright, whatever. It's a mild Friday afternoon. Alex calls one of his classes. Really awesome birthday party tonight. I'll go, yeah. Because when you're depressed, at least when I'm depressed, I feel like it's better not to be alone. So I'm gonna go. I agree to go. Oh man, it's party music. Okay. As you look around, you see no one you recognize. Enthusiastically socialize. Yeah! I don't do that. Well, it's just me normally. Oh, Alex is a girl. Oh. Okay, I could awkwardly stand in the same spot, proceed to drink in earnest, hoping it makes you less uncomfortable. Let's not do that. I'll just sip my beer and wait for Alex to return. You're not quite sure what to do yourself. You head to a clear and fine. For some reason, this always feels a lot more secure. Like a wallflower. Ha! Bejeweled. Spend the rest of my night with Alex. I don't really want to talk to these people. It's a muggy Saturday. Okay. Alright. I'll try to be honest. Great. I'm very depressed. I should become a cat owner. Alright, yeah, I got a cat. Good. Ah, fuck. Everything's bad. Gotta do something. I don't know. I don't know. If you guys can stand for this, like, that's fine. Me personally, I am totally bored. I don't want to do this anymore. It does paint a realistic picture of depression, albeit by forcing you to not take certain choices. Now, as someone who suffered from depression, like, I know, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to do this when I was depressed, but I feel like it's maybe a little too forced. Like, maybe someone who doesn't quite understand would be like, oh, why the fuck do you not just do this? Why don't you just do the thing that would be good for you? Because it's hard. And maybe it is. Maybe this is a good way to model that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It's weird tackling an issue like this in a boring text-based formula. My hands are shaking. Uh-oh. I'm deeply depressed. Great. Tell them about my tooth grinding problem. Alright, yeah. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Call after wrestling it for a few minutes longer. Now, I'm not really reading these, but I'm picking the option that sounds the most proactive, because there's always an option, just the thought of going to your appointment ties your stomach in knots, you crawl back into bed. No, just do it. You gotta do it. Hey, I've spent some time in the therapist to continue going to your sessions. And I don't know. I just want to say that, like, my trips to the therapist, I went once for like about half a year and then a little bit for like a couple months, like sometime after that. And it really does help. I don't know. There's a weird stigma that like therapy and meds are like a sign of weakness or a sign of like, oh, this person's not quite right. Oh shit. Hey, I'm just regularly depressed. Yeah, that the person's just not quite right. But I think, I don't know. I kind of view depression through like a somewhat medical lens, and that's not the entire story. There is some sort of psychological, like emotional stuff going on there. Obviously, it's depression, but like someone who has like heart problems, they go to a cardiologist and they take their nitroglycerin pills. Like someone who has depression, like sometimes like the serotonin levels are off. Sometimes like the hormones like aren't quite balanced right. I'm not a doctor. I took psychology in high school. Forgive me if I'm getting everything wrong, but like, I mean, just like a person with heart problems go to a cardiologist, a person with anxiety problems, emotional problems should go to a psychiatrist, go to a psychologist, take their medication, go to therapy. It helps you cope. It helps you deal with what is, if not entirely, a large part a medical problem. No, that's okay. Yeah, this is This is just a fun video. Alright, let's see if I can just click through to the end. Okay, I just canceled my therapy. Whoops. Alright, admit I don't know what I want to do. Next. Okay, try something else. Okay. Okay. This is something. Epilogue, yay! We really want to thank you for taking time to play Depression Quest. Realize it may not have been the most enjoyable game you've ever played. Huh. Or even the easiest. Girl, I was clicking. Zoe, Patrick, Isaac, okay. Okay, this is the part the game does right. Like Depression itself, Depression Quest does not have an end, really. There's no neat resolution to depression. And it was important to us that Depression Quest's own resolution reflect that. Instead of a tidy ending, we just want to provide a thing to keep moving forward. And at the end of the day, okay, thank you. Credits. All 3 of them. Oh, hey, 4. WebKit port. Look at that. And you for being willing to play things that are meant to be something other than simply fun. That was a shitty game. That was a shitty game. I guess. I don't know. There's got to be people out there who have played this and who genuinely learned something. But, I don't know. I just feel like if I was in a different place than I was now, like if I was actually kind of depressed, like in the beginning they said if you're prone to triggers, I don't know. The one thing this game did get right is it is an accurate representation of depression. And kudos to you, Zoe, Patrick, and Isaac. Whether or not you slept with people to get it onto the green light or the reviews, I don't know, whatever. You made a game, congratulations. Free to play on Steam, online, I'll put links in the description, whatever. My name's Broseppi, and I want to play something fun now. See ya.